You ready, baby?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's get into it. I'm Niche,
And I'm Cam.
and we are
Two
Gays
Gays
in
in
Bed. All right,
All right.
so here we are again.
Yes, we are.
Hey, babe.
Hey, baby.
I just want to say that I'm thankful and grateful to our sweet Lord that we're even able to record because we're supposed to be 25 feet under some ice and snow.
Mm-hmm. With this, the ice apocalypse coming, I guess came or still here. I guess can we technically say it's still here?
I think it's still here
Yeah, so
for at least another 2 days.
at least. So, if you are on the East Coast, especially, really southern, from Texas on through the South, even snowing in Florida is
That's
insane.
crazy.
Yeah,
Because it went from like Texas all the way east, northeast.
Yeah. Not man-made at all, because it makes so much sense.
Are we really going to get into that conspiracy? Oh my
happens
gosh.
every day that an Arctic blast like none other forms from the south, because we all know how cold it gets in Florida during the winter time. It's always below freezing in Texas.
Freezing 65 degrees at night.
At night, and good old 82 in Florida.
But have you seen those videos of how they create the cloud?
Yeah.
And then they seed it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's always some sort of motive.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've gone down the rabbit hole for every conspiracy surrounding this winter storm. I've seen the one where they said that they're creating the storm to freeze the dragon. And then,
about that today.
of course, there's the one where they said they created the storm to create chaos to make people go shop because numbers were down during Christmas.
Yeah.
Now that one, unfortunately,
that's what I'm leaning towards.
That triggered me because we low key did that. We went to so many stores.
We high key have kids, so
super high key have kids, so we have to err on the side of caution.
That makes a difference.
I mean, we got medicine, food, more food, all the safety supplies. You can flashlights, batteries, headlamps, body warm packs. What else? The generator. Dun, dun, dun.
Like it was, and it didn't start off like that, because I think like so many of us were just like, oh shoot, like damn man, what? No, this can't be real. And then as we got closer, and then our trusted Ethan here in North Carolina,
and Ethan we trust.
And you're right, exactly, the North Carolina Weather Authority, like we trust him. And when he started saying it, and then when that guy was, who you tell me about, the man?
Jim Cantori. Apparently,
yes,
like,
never heard of
if he goes somewhere, that means something's about to really go down.
And so then we were just like, oh, okay, because we weren't gonna really do anything. We didn't say a wilderness prepared kit. Like, yeah, of course we got gloves, but see, we were already saying we needed gloves anyway. So it started off something like that. Cause we're like, well, if it snows, the kids gonna want to play in the snow. And then it just like, they're like, fuck no, seriously, everybody, this shit's real. Like, we're talking about sheets and sheets of ice. Like, we were like,
when he started talking about the power going out, that's when we were like,
that's when we panicked. Because at first we started off small. Remember, we got some matches, flashlights, some batteries.
Yeah, because I mean, the power's gone out before for a couple hours. We don't trip over that.
So we were cool. And then we got some charcoal and like a mini grill, like literally a just in case
we're out of power for up to a day.
Exactly. And that was it. And the same day that we did that, the grocery shopping that we did was our normal like grocery haul. Like, it was time to re-up on groceries. So we were just, like I said, going through the week. So we didn't even spend that much money. Cool. And then when that happened, we were like,
when they said that we were going to be out of power possibly for up to like weeks and weeks on end, we got on a good foot.
And then being from here, remembering that ice storm that we had back in 2002, and it was crazy. Like I remember watching those cars slide and just slide. It was something like you never seen before. And
Mm-mm.
so, I'm like, if they're talking about reminiscent of that,
Or
I was
worse.
like, or worse. And I'm like, oh no. And then, we have kids. So
Mm-hmm.
then we started thinking again, small. We was like, okay, let's get some board games. So we got like all right, got some Uno cards. Like
Yep.
again, small. It won't even a panic. Even when we did
Mm-mm.
our normal grocery haul, we was like, well, let's just get some beans and make chili because it's going to be cold anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So again, we're
That chili was good
not,
too.
thank you, babe. We're not, focused like that. But it was like, poof, they said it was gonna happen, and then Friday we just went out and we're just extremely blessed, and we were just randomly looking for some water because again, starting off small, it was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
let's get
And
some
we were
water.
already out of water
We were
almost.
already out of water, so it was like let's just start with water. So we went to two places, and then we get to Lowe's. And then Lowe's had, no, we went three places looking for water. Everybody sold out. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, all the stores is dry. So then we go to Lowe's. Go to Lowe's. Oh my God, hoorah! The Holy Grail wall full of water. So we get 5 gallons of, we get 5 gallon bottles of those. So
Mm-hmm.
we did that. So we're just walking around. Again, that's all we had in our cart. Nothing. That's it. We're about to go home, but we said we want to just look at the generators anyway. So it's like, okay, we're on our way out. And then we walk in, and then we see one generator in that whole
And
store.
it's by Anchor. And Anchor, if you're listening, we love your product so much. We have so many
So
different
many.
power banks. And so when we went to Lowe's and we saw that it was a solar and battery powered Anchor
Mm-hmm.
generator,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we have to
That
have
was it.
this.
That was
We
it.
already know how good Anchor is, and we need to be able to power certain things.
Mm-hmm.
And so when we saw that and hearing the hell everyone else was going through to get a generator, we were like, we have to get this generator.
Mm-hmm.
Price aside, whatever, we needed one anyway. And
Yeah.
so when we saw that, we knew it was for us. So, I did my little research here, do learn how to, understand how it works. And while I was doing that, the 2 minutes I was doing that, this guy walked by and he looked at it and he goes, "You buy?" And I was like, "Yep." Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went, "Expensive," and then he walked off. Little did we know, he was going to the front to tell customer service that he intended to buy it and to try to get them to go ahead and ring him up for it. Mind you, at that exact same time, we were sending customer service down to get the cart to load it up for us. And so they loaded up, they escort us to customer service, and the girl goes, "This has been paid for." Now, what did she say?
So yeah, so she was like, "Oh, he's paid for it already." We was like, "Huh?" So I was like, "How is that possible?" I said, "I'm the one who went and flagged down the workers to come and grab it. I was in like what three guys because the thing is really heavy. Like they had to come in and grab it and put in the cart, and they walked us up there with it because for some reason, you're not allowed to just walk around the store with a generator, I guess, and continue shopping. So we was like, okay, well, I guess it's time for us to go. So we just went up there and oh, you know what else we got? We got portable heaters. We just bought two little space heaters because we were like,
Oh, yeah.
again, if it goes out, we're gonna need
Just
heat.
go.
Because even buying a generator, we weren't like, oh, we're gonna get this so we'll be able to, power this and be able to play the PS5 and the Switches. No. We were like, literally, we're going to get this thing so we can plug up our heaters and any other like. When we said we were going to have one like device, and we were gonna, probably going to be like an iPad or a laptop, just so we could watch a movie or something. And after that, I was just going to be playing games, reading, and just trying to entertain the kids because we were going to huddle in one room and just hunker down. Like again, not even focused on doing, like that is the end is coming type thing. So yeah, we get up there. And she was like, I was like, how did he pay for it? When we're back there talking to the guys, they got it for us and they bring it up front. And I was like, where's his receipt? And then she's like, oh, I don't know. Like, I was like, okay. And so she was like, I'm going to get the manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, cool. And so he's standing over there in the corner cowering, looking stupid.
Yeah, he was just like just completely out of the conversation.
Yes, and I'm like, and we know he heard us because he couldn't have been no more than 2 feet away. Like he was right there. He's hearing he's hearing us going back and forth. So the manager comes up there. She was like, well, only one of y'all can leave with it. It was like, okay, so it's us. Because I was like, because he hasn't paid for it. And I said, we went back there.
Baby, you didn't say what else she said.
What?
How she was like, there's a truck coming in a couple of hours. Whoever doesn't get it, I'll put your name down to be called first. And that was only $800.
Exactly.
Like trying to show the difference in price. But that generator that was on the way was gas. And we didn't want gas. We wanted battery and solar. And so, you know, he then tries to like flip it and make it seem like he's doing us a favor. He was like, oh, they have kids. They can have it. They can have it, whatever. And so, before he did that, he had the nerve to say,
fucking
$1,800. You pay that? Didn't he say something like that?
Yes, yeah. Like just well, first of all, the manager lady was condescending and rude.
Oh yeah,
too,
she
and pissed us off. So she was like, "Well, he's been in the store for an hour and a half."
Yeah.
Like, bitch, you don't. I said so. My wife's like, "So are we? We've been there." So you don't know. It doesn't matter how long any of us have been in the store. We got it. And she was like,
he was waiting on a truck.
Yeah, waiting on a truck.
Waiting.
And she was like, "Well, he's waiting on a truck." I said, "So cool. He can keep waiting. Then we're gonna get this one." And he was like, "Well, I don't want gas." I was like, "We don't want gas either because we have kids." And then he was like, $1,800 you pay, and that's when the shit hit the fan. Like, I literally, I felt the 2-6 about to come out. Vietnam, like girl, like no, like I look like I had my fist balled up and everything. Like I was.
She was about to charge him,
and my wife, she literally jumped in front, and I'm just like, okay. Like,
I didn't want him to feel the rage,
and it's because it was so obvious what they both were saying because the manager was like,
broke niggas can't afford it.
Exactly. She was like, well, we have more generators coming, so that's the difference between
$1,000 less.
Yeah, those are. So it's the difference between $1,800 and $800. And again,
and then he tried to make it seem like we didn't know what it was. He was like, you were like, I got a bunch of acres. I got an anchor right here.
Yeah,
exactly.
Making it seem like we don't know.
So making it seem like we were dumb and broke.
Exactly, and that's that shit I don't like. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that shit. It's so. This is not the time. We are already living in such a politically just like driven climate where everyone is already on edge, and this to sit there and assume that we can't afford something. That's why I was like, motherfucker, we got 2 houses and what?
Oh, you did say that.
And it's just like, don't sit there and say something like that. Like, and then to sit there and seem like he was doing us a favor.
Yeah, that's
like
what made me really mad.
Yes, that's what pissed my wife off.
Because they always flip it like,
exactly.
Just feel entitled to any good thing.
Anything.
Even if you ain't have shit to do with it. Well, I let you have it. You have kids, I let you have it.
Yeah, okay. Exactly. And she took his number down. He stepped the fuck back.
With his 2 water bottles.
Yeah, and we got it, and we got the fuck up on out of there. So again, we did not go in there and intended to get anything but the particular generator that we have. Again,
and we know that was a good buy.
It's a good buy. It's solar, and then neither one of us know anything about generators.
Hell no.
Then, right, and I'm not gonna have the first time we buy and then generators are expensive anyway. First time we buy a daggone generator, it requires gas, and we just like on a whim just do it with us and the kid. Hell no, we can't do that. So when we saw this, we was like, this is perfect.
We already know how to use it.
We know how to use it. The battery life on it is great. We knew we were only going to need it for the essentials, and that was going to be it. So yeah, it turned into that. But thankfully, we haven't had to use it. Praise God.
I'm excited to use it. I want to go camping now.
Yeah, now we're going to go camping because we are going to keep it. Because at first we just bought the fucker just out of spite. But we got it. We kept looking at it. It was like, nah, we like this thing. Yeah, like it was just. And then again, it was just kismet that when we got there, and then every place we went, you know, we got a great park. Somebody was leaving, and anything we went there to get, it was like the last one, right? Just like it was the last of the generator. It was the last of the little pan thing with the
and like I need y'all to understand just how scarce these items were. There were dedicated groups on social media of people asking, I'm in this area code, I'm in this city, I live at this cross street, do they have any generators at any of the stores? And it was always no across the board, like water, no generators, no water, no milk, no nothing. So like to be able to get it, and we got it like 2 days before they anticipated. No. Yeah, well, it was 1 day before because the storm started late.
Exactly.
So we were like,
it was the day of because they kept telling us again.
We were last minute as fuck,
right?
Getting on the good foot.
Exactly, because they told us that it was going to be Friday, but then then of course we get to Friday,
Saturday,
and then they get here to Saturday night at 8:00. So it's just like it was.
We were last minute as hell. So for us to always get a good parking spot when everybody and their mama was out. Get the last of like we got the absolute last of what we needed a few times over. Yeah, so it was just like a sign that come whatever may with the storm, we still need these items. Yeah. But we definitely didn't overdo it. We did not go out and buy 3 gallons of milk. We did not go out and buy 5 loaves of bread. We didn't buy bread. No, because we did not go out. Bread. My wife actually makes bread, homemade bread. So she did make 2 loaves of bread. But we need bread for the house. And muffins. And muffins. So again, things we need for the house. So we didn't over that. The generator was our I guess not intended purchase, but some might. I don't consider it a splurge because it is it's a tool.
It's a tool, and it's an asset.
I would say so. I mean, because think about it, like we
investment. That's what I'm for.
We have kids that need to be entertained, who have medical devices that need to be charged and things like that, and it's like this just made us realize, like, oh, this can happen. We need to make sure we're prepared.
If anything, that's exactly what it's done.
It's only done about a quarter of what they said it was going to do. Exactly. We got ice. Thankfully, we still have power. It's cold as shit outside, but we still got heat inside. So, and I think the worst of it is over. So now we're just waiting to defrost.
And then when it refreezes, that whole cycle that we're probably gonna go.
Oh, speaking of, motherfuckers are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
YNs are crazy. We had
Jesus.
No, it is ice outside, not snow. Ice. When you drive on it, it don't crumple up and make them little sounds or whatever. No. You just slip and slide.
There's no traction, people. It's just a sheet.
You will be ice skating with a car. Like, it's hard as ice. And so we sitting in a room watching or trying to watch American Horror Story Coven. We're just chilling and we just hear boom. Yes. And I was like, what the fuck was that? And so we go to the window and we just see this little YN. He couldn't be no more than 19, 20 years old. Yeah, had to be. Then skipped the curb and crashed into a utility van. Man.
This was wild.
We got to pray for our youth.
We do. I mean,
he skipped the whole goddamn curb and it crashed into a utility van. But what tripped me out is she got out. And I mean, he was going off, man. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like, he was saying this shit loud and calling people outside and saying to come see him. But what got me is when he said, it's fucking ice outside. Why would you park a van here? Like, nigga, why would you drive? The word of the day is accountability. He was screaming, whoever owned this van, come out. Come see me. Like, nigga, what?
It was wild.
He was going off, and I'm so shocked nobody called the cops. And me being me, suburban, I'm like, honey, do we need to call anybody? And my wife was like, no. We
weren't in the accident.
We just sitting here watching the show. And this had to happen at like 3:00 p.m., right? Homeboy stands out there, screams, shouts, jumps up and down, hollers, calls people out for 2 fucking hours.
2 hours.
And then he gets in his car, attempts to move it, moves it on the crash scene, then gets out again. starts doing all that rah-rah shit again. Gets on the phone. You hear him hollering at whoever at the end. Where am I going to go? Like, where the fuck am I going?
This
I'm
nigga
about to
said,
go to jail.
I'm ready to die today. We was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yo, we could not make this
Who the fuck
up.
would park this here?
Who the fuck on this van? Who the fuck would park here? It's ice outside. Come outside.
It was
like,
intense.
I was like, we are in a video game TV show. We entertained the aliens because what the fuck?
Yes, and then
how dumb can
part,
our species be?
How dumb? The best part was the people he was on the phone with, he actually got help. Some dudes came and they like with a car and checked on him.
Yeah, and 3 of them, and I think the girls too.
Getting in the car.
They just all stand out there again
and do nothing
for like another 2 hours, and we cannot make this up.
No,
5 minutes, okay, I can understand. 2 fucking hours getting in the car, out the car, in the car, picking up the bumper, moving it over here, picking up the bumper, moving it over there, trying to put the car back together like for hours. And I'm sitting here watching it. Baby had gone to sleep.
Yeah, I took a whole ass nap.
Sitting here watching this shit like it's a goddamn TV series.
She was like,
I couldn't separate myself. And I would doze off. I would hear somebody jump up. Like, it was crazy. But what tripped me out is that 5 sheriffs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheriff vehicles passed these motherfuckers and did not stop. 5 of them. One of them stopped, and I guess he was like, "Y'all all right?" He was like, "Yeah, whatever."
It drove
but that was the second one. Yeah. Then 3 more, and I'm like, "Y'all don't see this goddamn damaged van, this demolished car, and this boy standing outside crashing out. Y'all gonna just pass it by and take his word for it when he said everything's okay? No, why are you standing outside in 10-degree weather with your damaged car to the left?" And a damaged van to the fucking right. No, sir. I'm sorry, officer. No, everything's not okay.
No.
And so, finally, I don't know what the fuck happened. Him and his homeboys are standing outside, and I saw the cop car. And so that's where, like, I don't know exactly what happened, but eventually the cop car drove off, and him and his goons drove off. And so we still don't know who owned the van. Why I was there, because you can't park your car in a ice storm. Like, we don't know shit about shit, but I'm gonna look this up in the news. Baby, we have experienced some wild ass shit. So help us that. It was Lowe's, because we some broke nigga bitches.
Yeah.
Baby. 55 degrees.
55 degrees. 55 degrees. So
55 degrees.
When I told Akbar that we had 2 houses, I was not exaggerating. One of our other properties happens to be a rental property, and we currently have a tenant in there who did not renew his lease, so he has until the 31st of this month to move out. So as like Friday is here and I keep seeing it's getting worse and worse, like I'm like, well, first of all, I had reached out to this dude 2 weeks ago because we just so happened to ride by there. Something just told us to ride by there, and we have learned anytime we have any type of inklings that we just have to trust it. So we ride by there, and the trash can is out there, and I'm like, well, shoot, the trash was 2 days ago. Why is it still out here? So I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, baby, the HOA is going to find us. Like, he can't leave this out here like that. So I then go and I email him. I said, hey, just wanted to reach out because the HOA is asking about the trash can, and, definitely don't want to get fined. Just put the trash can back if you're not able to do so. If you're out of town, just let me know. Didn't hear anything.
So polite.
So, chill. Didn't hear anything. So we just let a couple days go by, and again, my wife would get the little inkling again. We go by.
I would drive on my way to therapy. Yeah. I would just pop up.
Exactly.
Just to see if anything had changed. And the trash can still outside. Still dark outside. Like no signs of life.
None. So
and we didn't want to get an HOA fee, so we knew we had to do something.
So we went ahead. So I was like, all right, baby, if it's out there tomorrow, I'm just gonna move it. So we went over there, and lo and behold, it was out there. So I moved it. So I'm reaching out.
But at that time, the video camera doorbell was clearly on and active. That's an
Yeah.
important part.
Yeah, because that's why I was like, okay, well, it's active. I'm not gonna walk up to the house. I'm not trying to do that. So put it back. So then, so right now we have the property is actually managed by a rental property agency because we just didn't want the
And they
headache.
suck. They suck.
And they suck, and so we were just like, whatever, this is what's happening. So I'm like, look, I've been trying to reach this dude. He's not responding. They was like, well, he paid his rent. He said he was actually going to be out on the 15th. So I'm like, okay, cool. Well, has he turned in the keys? They're like, no. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So when I go to put the trash can back, I'm like, I think he's still there because I can still see curtains, obviously. Mm-hmm. So then, so poof, this past Friday comes and I'm sitting here, I'm like panicking because I'm like, I haven't heard from this dude. Like, I need to tell him where the emergency switch off is for the water system just in case, the house was built in the 80s, so we don't want, those pipes to burst. Like, so I'm like, hey, dude, like, hey, I just need to let you know what to do to help the pipes.
Gotta winterize it.
Yeah, we gotta winterize it. Like, hey, hit me back. I'm trying to. So we hear nothing. So again, y'all, it's freezing outside. I mean, like wind chill, crazy. It's whipping.
Cuts through you.
I mean, crazy. So again, it's like it's getting later and later, and they're telling they're like, hey, 8 p.m. Everybody
the precipitation coming.
Yeah, and so
and again, we have kids.
We have kids. It's fucking 7:04 at night, and my wife is like, baby, if we gonna go, we gotta go now. And I said, okay.
And then I hopped on chat.
Yep.
Hopped in the chat. I was like, how do we do this in a way that's legal and that won't bite us in the butt, but we'll make sure our asset is protected? And so chat told us what to do, told us to send them an email saying we intend to go to the townhouse. No, first, we've been trying to contact you. With the upcoming storm, we want to ensure that the property is winterized. We will be at the property at 7:30 p.m. Please let us know if you already winterized the house in the meantime, whatever, yada, yada. Yeah. Just doing the notice. But like my baby said, I get them inklings. So we starting out on our trip there. And I'm like, we need to make sure we get an escort. Yeah. Because seeing somebody who ain't usually at that property into that property
at night,
who knows what they're going to do. Then we're not going to have a chance to let them know that we own the property, in this climate.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm going to call non-emergency, explain the situation, and see if they'll give us an escort. I was honestly nervous. I didn't think they were going to see that as being emergent enough to show up.
Yeah, same.
So I was so grateful that the first person I spoke to thought it was a realistic situation and transferred me to a dispatched officer who also did enough for them to come out.
Yeah.
So we pulled up to the townhouse and they pulled up maybe 2 minutes later.
If that.
Yeah, they were there. Because we gave them our ETA and they got there close to that.
Right. Yeah.
And so it just, everything just was working in our favor. The cop got out. He was cool. We explained the situation. We found some areas of alignment and made each other laugh. Like, he was just cool. Went to the property. He let us in, let us do what we had to do. And when we walked in there, the cold slapped us in the face. We're like, what the fuck? No signs of life. And the tenant has a big ass dog. And so when we got there and the dog wasn't barking, we knew he wasn't there. Yeah. So we got in there and it was so fucking cold. And the first thing we do is go to the thermostat. And what happened, baby?
It was 55 fucking degrees.
It was such a
Not
55
only was 55
degrees.
Thank you. It was 55 in the house, but it was also set to 55 degrees. If anybody with any common sense. And it's so, and see, it's just so fucking infuriating. And so we're like walking through trying to figure out, and I'm pissed. And so we don't know how much time this cop is going to give us because he's gracious enough to let us in. But again, because my wife is who she is, we researched and we looked up North Carolina law that in case of emergency, we have the right to enter the property.
And this was an emergency, because it's not like it's just show house. I used to work in insurance way back when, so I understand liability and whatever, and townhouse properties and all of that stuff. If we had to have the peace of mind of knowing that the townhouse was at least winterized, because if something were to happen there, it would be a disaster because it would affect the HOA. It could possibly damage property surrounding it. Like, it could be a whole legal financial mess. So I'm like, we have to know for our peace of mind that the proper precautions are being made.
That's it. That's all.
And he didn't respond. We emailed him, called him from 2 phones, texted him from 1 phone, and it didn't never show us delivered. So I texted him from my phone, and it did. So we gave him every opportunity to respond and just let us know. But at the end of the day, when I think about it, we needed to see that with our own eyes, because motherfucker could have lied.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure,
and with us not seeing any signs of life prior, like, he won't there. He's not valuing the property the way that, we thought he would. We get there to check on the winterization. The alarm system has been disconnected. Remember I said before the doorbell was on? This time we pull up and nothing. And you go in, there's no door time. Like, he disconnected the damn system. Like, why would you do that?
Why? Like,
and you would only set your thermostat to 55 if you knew you were going to be gone for an extended period of time and you didn't want the system to run.
That's it. That's all. So I feel like it's been like that for weeks.
It probably has. Yeah. And I can only imagine what could have happened if we hadn't done what we did.
Yeah.
But if you're a black person, you just got to be very mindful of when you may need some backup.
That's it.
Because that's protecting you.
Yeah, it is, and like, then thankfully we got a very polite, cop who was real cool. Even when I introduced her as my wife, he was like, oh, hey. I was like, okay, so I was like, we got a little ally. That's what's up. When he understood, he was like, yeah. I mean, he's like, it's cold. And then, but the dude stuff is still in there. Like, it doesn't even look like he went on a vacation. Like, how when you pack and stuff, you got stuff strung everywhere. It literally looks like he went.
It looks like he vanished.
Yeah, like he went to go pick up some food or something, and then come back. The dog wasn't there, thankfully. So, yeah.
But that hole in the wall was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the nigga had punched a hole in the wall. I'm so pissed off. So we clearly.
And then had the nerve to try to say it was something that we did.
Yeah.
So that we would cover the cost of it. Like, what the fuck? We ain't been there.
Right.
And no reputable rental agency is going to allow us to rent a property out that has unrepaired holes in the walls.
Yes,
they did a whole inspection before even signing on with us. So, like, what happened? The wall just magically disintegrated into a perfect, like, fish-sized shape.
Yeah.
So he is fucking weird. And I always heard that, like, people with 3 names and you have to say all 3 names are weird. Yeah. And then people whose last names can be first names, yikes, because our last name can be first names.
Hyphenated ones too.
Yeah, if their last name could be a first name, that they can't be trusted. So he hit the mark.
Yeah.
In several places, and he was weird. And I think once he realized that he was renting from some niggas, all respect was lost.
That was it.
Because we built rapport with him, reached out, whatever, just so he had a point of contact outside of the real estate agency. Cool. My wife's name is Brittany. He probably thought, Brittany, that's a pretty whatever name.
Yeah. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. We never intended to meet. I actually met him by happenstance because when he was moving in, because the alarm system was still active, they called me and said that they got word of the fire system or something was going on. So I had to rush over there to see what's going on. So that's how I met him. Like, it was the full intent for him to never know who we were. But I do agree that once he realized who we were. And what's crazy is he was, for the most part, a great tenant. Like, always paid on time up until he decided not to renew the lease. Like, when he texted that day, because he texted the same day they told me he wasn't going to renew. And it was like, ever since then, he just, like, turned a cold shoulder. Like, it's like he just stopped communicating. But then the icing on the cake was, so we went in, we did everything. We did the drips, opened the cabinets, took pictures, and the ice on the cake was, as we were on our way back home to take our kids out of the freezing fucking cold, he texts my wife back and said, "What did he say, baby?
Thank you. I appreciate you." He don't know who the fuck I am.
He don't. And I told her,
because we don't have, our phone numbers are not alike.
Exactly.
But he responded to me, but didn't respond to the person who he's communicated to before at great length. So we've drawn the conclusion that he thinks that my phone number was a rental agency. Who's just an office of blonde whites.
Had to, yep.
Because why else would you respond to me and not respond to you? And yours did eventually say delivered.
It did after about an hour at least. Yeah. So
The whole
it's
situation
crazy.
is just so bizarre. And I
So
cannot wait.
bizarre.
We have 5 days, so you got to be out of there.
Mhm.
And that's another weird thing. You say you're going to be out on the 15th. Why is all your shit still here on the 25th?
Everything. Closet full
The
of clothes,
evening of the 25th. All
bed
your shit's
still
there.
there.
Food.
Yep, food, fridge full of food, cabinet
Dog
still
stuff.
got, yeah.
I think he got a boo and he been staying over there.
I mean, again,
Because we checked the
that's
police
fine.
records. He won't arrest you.
Yeah, again, that's cool, but like, say something. You know,
It's not hard to communicate.
It's really not that hard to communicate. And I told him that if he, wasn't able to, then I would, be able to go over there to do it. But yeah, I think he was over it and he just like forget about it and it is what it is. So it's just so interesting because the type of job that he has, it is tied to a lot of cuts that come within this current administration. And so he did say that had something to do with the fact that he couldn't renew because he didn't feel comfortable knowing that his job could pretty much be cut at any time.
But what's the fucking alternative? Move in with family?
I have no who was that. That's what I feel like he might have already established that. But I find it so funny that the type of job that he works is contingent upon this administration when it's so obvious that he voted for this current administration. So to know that you at any given point could lose your job, and then it's like you are ugly like this.
He has a very punchable Republican face.
Exactly, very punchable face. It's just like that's what you get. Like you can't be like that to people. And
I wouldn't be surprised, baby, if he calls the management company and complains on Monday. I really wouldn't.
Oh, I mean,
and that's why I wanted to make sure that everything was documented, whatever. We probably can't even call get a police report if we want it.
I'm ready. Yeah. And I mean, it's body cam footage here.
We saw him activate that camera.
Yeah, we heard it. Doop 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 doop. Yeah. So yeah, now you go look at it, bro. Whatever you need, I got you. So no. I don't want to hear that bullshit, but I wouldn't be surprised. He say what he need to, do what he want to. He still got to be out of there.
It's 5 days.
I just don't want to hear nothing about you need some extra time
because the answer is no.
Because it is hell to the no. Not at that shit you just pulled. Like I told my wife, I said I hope that he can't get the shit out of there and we just post on Facebook. Just come pick it up, everything up for free. We're gonna keep them TVs though. You can come get everything else is gonna be
and
for
the PS5.
Free. Everything else is,
and the PS5.
And the PS5. Everything else you can buy. You can have it. I don't care.
Weird.
I'll donate it to the local shelter. I do not care.
People are so weird.
So weird. Humans.
And it's like you can't even waste your energy trying to understand. You never will. You cannot reason with an unreasonable person.
Nope.
But people are weird, just like we tell our kid, like the number of mean people greatly outweigh the number of nice people in the world. And the number of weird people greatly outweigh the number of sane people. Because like look at the encounters we had this week. The dude at Lowe's almost came fisticuffs with him. YN who crashed his car. This situation. And that, what else? And I don't even think that's all of them. There's a couple. There was a couple more.
Yeah.
So the sensible people are greatly outweighed.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the president.
Former president.
Sensible people are greatly outweighed.
Yeah, man. It's just, it's crazy. And yeah, this is why I don't like to have much human interaction because I swear it is always something. But yeah, it's definitely been an interesting week.
Is that all the weird instances that happened? I think so. I can't remember any other off-putting, unsettling shit that happened. I just know I couldn't sleep. This story kept me up at night.
It did.
And thankfully it didn't end up being anything anywhere near what they thought it was going to be. So now we just got to wait to be defrosted. Just going to sit and chill and do things and be on analog mode for a little bit. I taught myself how to shuffle a deck of cards today. Like when you do it, like the and it goes so like if you black, you know exactly what them sounds mean. Like when you do the first shuffle, it's like and then I think it's called the waterfall. It goes I always wanted to do that. So I taught myself how to do that, and we decided that we're going to start collecting card decks. I'm so excited for that. We got an Outcast deck, a Wicked deck. What was the other one? I don't remember the other one. Oh, Basquiat.
Yeah.
And then I just was finding decks that we have around the house. We have some pretty unique decks around the house, and we got a couple other decks. So we're gonna start collecting card decks, and yeah, another step in the direction of being completely analog. One of the things that we bought for the storm was a battery powered radio. And it looks so cool.
Antenna and
We
all.
got that long ass antenna.
Mm-hmm.
We've been using film cameras and CD players, and yeah, just kind of disconnecting ourselves from social media because social media as we know it is dying.
Yeah, it is.
I have studied social media for years on years on years, and like it's just trash now. Like all this surveillance, all this data capturing and selling and using our data to make AI smarter. That's like as close to a you know forming a robot or a clone as you can get. Literally using our brains to against us.
Against us. Is that what the new TikTok agreement is about? To continue to steal more information from us?
That's how it seems. TikTok was purchased by Oracle, and the CEO, owner, whomever of Oracle is chummy with Trump, and so that's all already a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
But once the deal was closed, people noticed that in order to sign into TikTok, you had to agree to new terms and agreements, and they essentially say that they can use your data forward and going backwards. So anything you've ever interacted in any way, commented, DM'd, whatever, the kind of TikToks you were sharing, like they essentially are claiming the right to compile all that and keep it forever, even if you delete the app. And so like that's scary. And then they like even said they'd be able to track things down to the keystroke, like the aggressiveness of typing and things like that, to determine the emotion associated, and they can have your location like super precise. Like it's just Big Brother essentially.
On steroids, it sounds like.
Yeah, and when the owner was explaining it, he was like trying to spin it in a way that is safe, is making the community safer because if we see somebody commenting something violent, they can send a police officer over there right away. Like trying to spin it like that when really you're using
it's for your safety.
Right, when really you're using our information against our will. So this is crazy, and it's weird because you see people on Threads talking about it. Like Threads is owned by Instagram, owned by Facebook. Like they're not doing anything different for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the only way to get away from it is to get away from it. Like own your own domains and your own intellectual property and the way the data is distributed. Hell, get off the internet altogether.
Yeah.
Because the shit is wicked. But yeah, TikTok is using our data to create clones of us, and make AI smarter, so these companies don't have to hire real people anymore.
No. It's
You're living in a, what do they call it? Matrix?
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
The simulation.
You know what else I saw on TikTok this week? Jeez, I gotta stop staying up all night. They said that the government hires people to drive aggressively in traffic to make other people mad and control emotion. Like, that one seemed like a bit of a reach to me.
Oh, wow.
But that's what they were saying. And I mean, I already agree with the cloud seeding. The government controls the weather. It's just so crazy how crooked things are.
Wait a second. Oh. That is... I'm trying to think if that can be... Has anything like that been like a Black Mirror episode?
Well, not exactly. Like
outside
I feel like you can...
the likes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I was gonna say, like a lot of Black Mirror episodes, like if you were to put them together, it would be very reflective of how things are.
Yeah,
like there's that one. There's the one of like escapism through video games. There's a lot of them that I feel like.
See that, but I think I know what you're talking about. But the movie that I'm thinking of is called, oh my gosh, it has David Alan Grier in it, and it's called hold on, it's like the Magical Negroes or something
Oh
like
Lord.
that. It's a really, oh my God, Magical Negro movie. Oh, that's what it is. The American Society of Magical Negroes. So
I've never heard of that a day in my life.
it was
The
one of
American
those.
Society of Magical Negroes.
It was one of those films that they definitely didn't promote like they should have. And I remember
This is a
seeing
real
it.
film. This came out in 2024.
Exactly,
I
because
thought it was like one of them old school ones.
promote it. No, so the plot and the premise is that it's this school of these magical Negroes, right? And they basically go around and they like enter into white people's lives just like by happenstance. Like, oh, I'm walking, and I'm getting a cup of coffee, and like, oh, what is, oh, I'm sorry, here, you need a napkin. And it's like, hey, my name is, like they introduce themselves to their life, and basically what they do is that they do whatever they can to keep white people calm, so the world doesn't go crazy.
So everybody got a perm.
So everybody, yeah. So it's like, so when it's your turn to get your assignment, like you get your white person, and so like you do it, and then you move on, like your assignment is done. It's like, yeah, they
I want to
forget
see
it.
that now.
Yeah, they forget about you. You move on. So like the main character, the dude, he he meets the white guy, whatever, and the white guy that who has been in charge to keep calm likes one of the girls in the office, but then the magical Negro ends up liking her too.
Oh wow!
So it kind of like so they kind of go tits. So it's like they like, look, you ain't calming him down. Like he was like, see the map. Every time he get enraged, and this happened over here, and that we got to keep him calm, because if we don't keep him, so it's like you have to finish the assignment. So yeah, it's an interesting movie, but
like
yeah, I think I saw it on Peacock if I'm not mistaken. But I love David Alan Grier. I think he is fucking hilarious. So it's not much that I won't watch that he's in. Maybe I saw it on Apple TV. No, I distinctly remember it being on Peacock. But right now it says it's on Apple TV and Amazon Prime, or maybe I watched it on Prime. Either one. But yeah, it's a fantasy comedy. But yeah, it's pretty good.
I want to check that out. Yeah,
we can watch it,
because this we are in a simulation, and it's like it's either gonna get worse or it's gonna get better.
That's it. That's all.
And I feel like people aren't mad enough. I feel like black people are tired.
Hell no.
Anytime you see white people on TikTok saying black people are on vacation and they need to step up, you know shit's bad. And now 2 white people have gotten killed in Minneapolis in less than a month by ICE. Like gunned down in cold blood for no reason.
In the morning.
In the broad daylight.
It's always in the morning too.
And the government is spinning it to make the victim the villain. Like what? This is unreal. Yeah. This is a simulation.
It is a simulation. And we can't forget about the fact that they did kill that black man also too on New Year's Eve for lighting a firework. No, yeah, lighting fireworks, because fireworks to celebrate the New Year is like unheard of.
And these are only the ones we know of.
Yeah, exactly.
There's been so many more that we don't even know of. And you got the goddamn monks walking, trying to create peace and hope and foster all that good shit. And they can't even do their mission because stupid ass people chasing them down with cell phones, trying to take selfies, or even worse, trying to preach to them as if they don't know what they're doing and not believing in what they're doing. Like, you can simply just not go.
That's it.
Like, if you don't believe in what they're doing, you don't support it, just don't fucking go. But but don't get up in front of them with your signs in their face trying to tell them what they're doing is wrong.
Every time.
Like, as soon as they hit Atlanta, they acted an ass, I knew it was over.
Yeah.
I knew it was over. And then it's like 2 different ways of being assholes. You can be, self-centered and just ghetto and not have no couth and have your cameras all out and shit like that. Or on the flip side, you can be an elitist prick like what happened in Apex and feel like you're entitled to have these pictures because they're coming through the city you live in. I'm not going to say your city because it's not the city you just happen to reside in. And they get an attitude if they don't want to take a picture with you, despite the fact that they've made it known and clear how they want things to be handled. They don't want to take pictures. They don't want you to. I don't think they want you to bring them gifts. Yeah, don't bombard them.
Yeah.
Just observe. You can take pictures respectfully, and just let them
home.
walk their asses on through.
Stay home. I say stay home.
We did.
Yeah.
And I really want I'm moved by what they're doing, and I understand that Buddhism is a mindset, not a religion. And so whomever was like telling them about Jesus was even more stupid. But like, I truly believe in the mission. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I admire it so much that I don't want to in any way disrespect it.
Yeah.
Even if that means staying home. Because I feel like even going out there and acting completely civilized and reasonable, you're adding to the problem by being there.
By being in the number. Yeah.
I'd rather just wish them well, pray for them, and do all that from afar than show up like one of these weirdos out here. Because of the entire population of those that showed up, I would say maybe 10% really did it in reverence.
Mm-hmm.
And the other 90% did it in vanity, for themselves,
views,
for the clicks.
All the wrong things.
Exactly. And it shows over and over again in the news. It's insane. I know they're like, God damn, we can't wait to be done with this shit.
Seriously. And America just ruins TikTok because, you know, we went from dancing and laughing and,
those were the days.
Those were the days, you know, to the lip syncing over the songs to... Now when you pull up TikTok, you just see people executed in the middle of the street.
Like, it's
in
normal.
Broad daylight. Again.
That's so crazy.
But yeah, you're right, baby. They're not mad enough. You know, every time I see a white person on online is upset, I be wanting to say, stop, bring the beat back. Wait, I ain't ready yet. Wait, let me fix my. Just like, nah, y'all ain't ready yet. Like, you just not, like, wait, like, no, like, no.
Don't look like you gonna get there either.
Exactly.
Like, what is standing here screaming on a TikTok gonna do? Like, what's that gonna do? But y'all, you see enough of your own kind executed, you would think it would spark something. And then the way the government spends it and says it was their fault is just really
the government. What is so interesting to see is that you see these murders happen on camera. I mean, we have seen countless. I mean, we can't even name how many we've seen on camera as African Americans of murders. I mean, whether you're watching them being, the life choked out of them, whether you're watching them bleed in the driver's seat while their girlfriend is screaming frantically help, or, whether you are watching surveillance videos of them at a gas station. Like, it doesn't matter. We have plenty of those videos, and it's like you guys see them and then you're like, well, the government is trying to. Oh, my favorite is when they now they sophisticated. They're editing the video. It's so obvious he wasn't. Yeah, we know. It's so obvious he was only there to. Yeah, we know. She was just trying to help. Yeah, we know. Like, he was just innocent. Yeah, we know. Like these images, these things that you guys are seeing, this is not new to us, and it never will be. We have always been the target. We will always be the target. So,
and what trips me out is when you see on threads or whatever, when people are like, oh, black people, be careful, you're next. The fuck? We was
first. That's it.
We didn't think this. We have the t-shirts.
We were first.
And the
today,
lashes on
we
our
tomorrow,
backs.
We next week, we every day.
We are continuous throughout and throughout.
Like, no, it's just so baffling to see that. And I'm just like, yeah, like it's something, He was a ICU nurse at the VA, but again,
And it's sad because, like, me, I'm really interested in reading about, like, socialism and things like that, and just trying to get a general idea of what changes we would need to see made for us to be like a positive, thriving, fair, equitable nation. And like the more you think about it, you're like, ain't no way, dog. We
Ain't no
too
way.
far gone.
Ain't no way.
Like, you know, to flip it and push a more socialism aligned government. Like we are too far deep into the corruption and the just overall bullshit to make it like we would have to go extinct.
Yeah, we would.
They would have to clear us out and we start from scratch in a better way.
What I need for Black people to realize is that, first of all, we need to realize our power and that we've always had it and that we truly are kings and queens. And even through everything, we're still happy, and our happiness is what threatens them. But we have to also understand that there's power in everything that is Black, but mainly the Black dollar.
Yeah,
I can't remember exactly like the number, but I feel like it ranges between number the 15th and 18th. But there's a study, and first of all, Malcolm X and Huey Newton and Fred Ham, they've been they've been saying this shit for decades, that if Black people in America was to all leave America and to start our own nation, we would be, I think it's, I want to say it's the 15th richest, or it might be higher, the 15th richest nation in the world.
But they inundated the community and pit us against each other, and that's why we can't get right.
So we wouldn't
They know,
they know what they
there's
doing.
power in numbers, and separation only weakens, the infrastructure. Yeah. So they started pitting us against each other, the lights versus the darks, and the this versus the that, and the you live here versus the I live there. And it started, creating little pockets, and the pockets got smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And now we just don't have any sense of community or unity. Like, I feel it's kind of starting a little bit, but like, there's so much work that still needs to be done. Yeah. And we see it in multiple communities. I see it in the Black community. I see it in the LGBTQ plus community. We're supposed to be one community. Like, that's it.
Yeah. I do feel like our community is dwindling though.
Which one?
The Black community, and that's because we got so many Pat Mahomes running around here. But it's serious, like for
real. They said about 2050 that like everybody's gonna be the minority.
The minority. It has to be
mixed races.
Yeah, it's and that too was also on purpose to to help dilute it. But they didn't realize, how pissed off it was gonna really make them. But that was also in the making, because you put it in the images in the head that white is right and Black is wrong. So just like the baby doll test, it's just like a lot of people still adapt that.
It doesn't make any sense to me how there's so much beef between Africans who live in America and African Americans. Nigga, we from the same place.
I'm never gonna try to touch that.
We are from the same place.
They got their feels about it, and I feel like I'm not that invested in it to fight.
Have you ever had a run-in with a Black person from Africa?
No.
Man, I've had a couple, and I just remember that in college, they just look at you like you dumb.
Yeah.
And they talk to you like you're a bother. And I'm not saying this again about all, because I can't. So this is not a generalization. I'm just speaking about my experience. But like, I remember the girls, and her name was Lucy. And Lucy was in my dorm, and she was cool, and she had a fat ass.
Oh.
And I was like, I want to know her.
Not you want to know her.
But she was so mean to me. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, that was my first and probably nope. And then I dated a Nigerian.
Jesus, you went in,
and
boy.
His family was just like that too. And I'm just like, no, I'm good. And they smell funny. But,
Wolf.
It just is crazy that like we're literally both from Africa.
Yeah.
We're just a couple generations removed from you.
That's it.
And you hate us. It's so crazy.
With a passion. Now, granted, I've never had any of those encounters, but I've known people that have had those encounters. So it's like everything you're saying, it
it's
definitely
crazy.
sounds familiar. But yeah, I don't even try to, I don't get into that with them. I just feel like, oh, Well, all right, if that's how you feel, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just like, I feel like it's the same as being born. Nobody has to be here.
Yeah.
Like, like.
Definitely deal all this shit. God, you could at least make it a little easy.
Exactly. Like, and I was like, well, I don't think that my ancestors wanted to come either. You
Right.
know, like I think if they had, well, okay, let's not Kanye this, but I was about to say if they had a choice, but yeah, I think they would have stayed at the crib.
Schooling.
Yeah. They would have stayed at the crib. So, it ain't my fault. Did I? Like, seriously,
you ain't do that.
Yeah, I'm like, calm down, But I also feel like that's just deeply rooted for them because deep down they wish they could have, they wish they would have been the ones to be able to be over here, and it was probably harder for them to get over here than it was for us. But then we sitting there looking at them like it's a third world country over here.
Yeah,
like
it's so ghetto.
They let everybody think that it's marvelous and magnificent over here, and it's just like it is not.
Everything is GMO.
Mm-hmm.
This country is just as fake and artificial as the celebrities within it.
Exactly. But it's like the oh god, what's that thing? The American Dream.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody has been sold the American Dream, and it is a nightmare.
It is gross. Homeownership. Oh
no,
y'all made that impossible.
Yes.
Like
no,
and it's just like I'm very curious to see how things are going to be like way in the future. Because it's like either going to be much better, like 180 degrees better, or it's going to be hell on earth.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the latter.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, because it's just like I don't, for the people who are like the triple Trumpers, like the diehards or what have you.
Triple Trumpers.
Because like, some of y'all, a lot of y'all have lost your health care. You lost your jobs.
Mm-hmm.
You lost your homes. You've lost your children. Like, so I really don't know what it's going to take to like actually thoroughly wake them up.
Mm-hmm.
What I often wonder about is the post-Trump era, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Like, what direction is this going to go?
Exactly. And I feel that Republicans are scared to not follow the Trump blueprint. I really do feel that none of them think that they can win an election anymore on like the traditional Republican way of running a campaign, if you will. Like, I mean, hence why you have the Marjorie Taylor Greens of the world. You know what I'm saying? The ones who have, or even that nigga that was running for what was it, governor here, the black man that got caught saying all the racist shit in North Carolina.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah, I remember. But you know what I'm saying? Like they adapt that language, that mindset. They say the same thing he says. The Candace Owenses of the world. You know what I'm saying? So, or the Charlie Kirks of the world. So they sit there and they spew that rhetoric, and so I just wonder, once he's not there, are they going to continue that rhetoric, or is someone going to wake up and
like,
say,
okay, time to flip it?
Yeah, like let's go. Even if you take it back to the whatever era of whatever, however y'all want to go. But yeah, I don't think that they feel that they can get it off of their merits alone anymore. Because I mean, he pretty much didn't have like a real education. Like he can't speak, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like he is showing that you have to be a genius to be in that office. So he's actually showing on the contrary. So I just really wonder what the post-Trump era is going to look like.
Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. And like in prior administrations, about halfway through, you kind of knew what to expect.
Yeah.
For the next X amount of years, but now it's just like we don't We don't know. We can only hope for the best.
Yeah.
The shit can't get much worse. My God, today.
Yeah, well, we can't say that because it just
No,
might.
you're right.
Yeah. But, you know, it's crazy because, you know, like they get up there and they repeat the same thing he says and they stand up for him and stuff like that. So, and I sometimes in my head, I'm like, do y'all really believe this shit that you say? You know, and if so, my God. Wolf. And then, you know, if not, then shame on you for sitting there and continue to repeat shit that's just not true. So yeah, I definitely wonder about.
Do you think Trump goes to the Super Bowl?
If he
do presidents usually go?
No, that's the thing. He's doing a lot of things. Like I can count on one hand how many sporting events Barack attended during his like 8 years of presidency. Like
he actually worked.
Like, yeah, no, that's not really something because for one, it is a logistical nightmare. But didn't he go last year? He went last year, right? Because Travis Kelce, he did go. He probably wouldn't go this year, one, because he's clearly sickly and dying. And it's in California. California hates him. Neither one of the teams going. I mean, and speaking of, I predicted the right Super Bowl predictions.
I told you, baby.
Yeah, I was right.
You know sports.
We have the Seahawks and the Patriots going to the Super Bowl, and I don't really think he has much of a connection. Really, he probably is cool with Robert Kraft, the Patriots owner, but outside of that, I doubt it. Yeah, the state of California hates that man. I don't think he would step foot over there. But no, I don't. I mean, he could, but it wouldn't be the teams that are going aren't. I mean, they're great teams, but they don't really have like your typical marquee player on you know going like. You know, if it was last year, you had Pat Mahomes, you had Travis Kelce, Jalen Hurts. You know, these are people who you know you recognize, you want to see, and yeah, you know they have some good players on both teams, but neither like it wouldn't be enough fandom. Yeah, I guess. There's not enough big names. On the team. It's not enough. Yeah, it's not.
Because when the Seahawks went last time, Sherman was there, right?
Yeah,
everybody knew him.
Yeah.
Well, I can't name a Seahawks player right now or Patriots.
Exactly. There's a lot.
I know a little bit about football.
You do. You know a lot of bit. You know a lot of bit. Yeah. So it's a lot of people like that too. Like yeah. So it's gonna be interesting.
But Bad Bunny.
Oh
Bad Bunny's gonna perform in a dress allegedly.
We gonna see.
Somebody had the nerve to say Bad Bunny gonna get on stage and Ice gonna come and get him. Like, you dumb fucker. He's American.
And they're not going to do that.
Yeah. So, and then Green Day's performing, like,
yeah, okay.
Okay, Rock Nation. Start a riot.
Let's get it.
I hope they do American Idiot.
They have to.
Yeah. We love some Green Day. Whew, what a week. What else happened this week? Oh, our website is
yes it is.
www. Spelled out TWO gaysinbed.com for all the links that you need to catch us all the places, and we're gonna get some merch. We're gonna get y'all some branded bonnets for you to watch, for you to listen in bed.
Cause you got to have on your bonnet.
And all our events gonna be there. So I'm speaking that into existence. We're gonna have events. We're not gonna do none of them weird ass retreats though.
No.
And we ain't gonna do no cruises.
Absolutely not.
But we'll do something cute. We can do brunches. What do you want on a brunch tour? Baby. A brunch tour?
That would be lit.
If that's not on brand.
Very gay.
Yeah. So go check out our website. Get on our mailing list so you know everything you need to know. And
what's tea?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So we're just gonna, you know, enjoy these next few days in the house. Yeah. In the house. Because we can't go nowhere.
Well, yeah, we can't. It's a sheet of ice outside.
Like, a quarter inch.
Mm-hmm.
And motherfuckers still driving and
It's like
crashing into utility vans.
Sliding,
Man, fuck!
making our damn insurance go up.
Oh gosh, it's gonna be crazy.
So it's gonna be so crazy. I'm so over y'all already.
America sucks. But yeah. Same time next week.
Same time next week, baby.
Bye.
Bye.